Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome back to Supercross 4-Wheel. Last time out, as you can see, we changed teams. After the Triple Crown event in Arlington, Texas, we got denied a single point again for victory. We're now with KTM. So, there's an introduction race whenever we switch teams, it seems like. So, let's get going, shall we? There we go. Hang on, we don't have to change our colouring of our numbers now. You can actually clearly see them on the back. Oh, hang on, I thought we were going to the left. I did it again. I swear I did that last time we had this race round here. I thought we were going to the left. Here's a new teammate, Cooper Webb. Showing him the way home. So we've got Plessinger and 3C in front. Roxton, our main rival still, of course. 40 points back in the championship now as Roxton. A race and a half back as we approach the second half this season. So it's looking tough for the German to make this a fight, but I don't know, it's not gone our own way, has it? Of those first like 5 events, it's been much tougher. Try and win. Now we have just won 2 races on the trot, but in general it's been a bit tougher. There you go, Plessinger in front. Then he blows up there. Yamaha. Webb down the 21st as Justin Hill in last. To try and get around Aaron. Got the sharpest elbows in the field, it seems like, though, today. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake. Gifted it down the inside. Okay, you're getting used to this KTM. Oh, I thought he was trying to nail our rear there. Back down the inside. He's got Justin Bogle in 5th. Got Jason Anderson in 3rd as well. So we've got what? A KTM, Yamaha, Husqvarna, Honda. Oh, and now we've got a KTM as well, running out the top 5. The Barsh up there, Blows in 12th. Webb up to 19th. Bowers now, and Brayton last. Oh, I was starting to think I should have been on the Suzuki, shouldn't I, for the second half of the season now. I should have joined Jimmy. I really wanted to ride the KTM. KTM is getting up there like the big... What? We've been the biggest, like most successful manufacturer. All of like Supercross and motocross racing with Paroli and Dungey and Webb now. Got Hurlins. They have been pipped to the championship by a Kawasaki with Tomac and a Honda with Gazer in MXGP. They are still right up there as perhaps the best, or at least the second best, as Cooper Webb is shown again this season in real life. Buskin still getting up the speed after his season away. Supercross. On the outdoors in America, like AMA, you want me to see like Tomac get much better? He's in Supercross, like, be tough to beat. Kawasaki, as we're having a good battle here with Anderson. Was won the title for Husqvarna a couple of years back in Supercross. Yeah, since Dungey's basically retired, it's not gone all KTM's way. Never been good for the Supercross though. You've got so many top riders. Like if there's a sport where domination is normally a thing, it is normally motocross or supercross. Always going to be like that one rider that's their like few years of just winning everything. Like so with Dungey, Carmichael, Stewart, Graf, like in America that is. And then Europe we've seen it with Ferrari, Everett as well, like you always see some form of domination. Good now that in both championships we've got all these top riders, manufacturers being much more competitive with each other now as well. Like it's much better. Oh my god, we can't get away past Anderson, can we? He's like on with a short course. Like we can get a run. Can't complete the bars though. Have to dip outside it. Oh, that's gone wide. That's gone wide. Oh, kept it on. Kept it on. Was a good battle of Anderson. Got Bogle in third, Ed of Roxon and Osborne. I mean, it probably helps as well that we've got really good riders on like all different factory bikes as well. Like in Supercross, you see the likes of Anderson, series champ, and a young champion in Osborne as well. Great at 250s. As far now on the Kawasaki, of course, you've got Tomac, series champ, one of the best riders in the field. And AC, another great young talent as well. At KTM, we've got Cooper Webb, another former series champ, and Muskin, who battled for the title. Was very good at 250s as well. And at Honda, you got Roxon, who incredibly good at 250s. Has been a bit unlucky in 450s as well. Definitely up there as among the best riders in the field. Got Brayton, who's pretty damn good. Well, we've got Sexton in real life as well, who's come up with some great results in the 250s. Honda. In Yamaha, have Plessinger, a great young talent. They had Barsha as well in this game, at least. Great experience. Also got Malcolm Stewart now, don't they, Yamaha? Brother of James. Pretty damn handy rider. Like all the manufacturers have just like a good balance of like youth and experience. They're all kind of set up for the future as well. We've got Fernandez as well for Yamaha too. Over the jump, you've got like Faulkner as well for Kawasaki. KTM now. I thought it'd be like McElrath, but he's jumped ship, hasn't he? Oh my god, finally making some room here on Anderson as we approach the last 3 or 4 laps there. I'm down in 15th still. Oh, you got Hill for Honda as well. He's Justin Hill. Pretty damn handy on the 250. Yeah, overall, you just got the talent nicely spread out. Manufacturers. I have to watch more. I have to catch more of the highlights of real life as well. Like being, of course, a Brit, it's a bit difficult to watch almost every event because they're like early hours here. I need to get that pass. keep forgetting it every year to get the pass so I can watch it back like convenient times. I got it maybe because I got it for the MXGP, even though that's more European time. And I never really used it when I got the MXGP pass. I only watched like a handful of races. Kind of forgot about it. Same what I did with WRC Plus as well. I just watched the highlights on like Red Bull TV. Those pathetic highlights on YouTube. There's one the penultimate that. Yeah, apart from like MotoGP, which is most expensive of the lot, but you get 3-4 classes of racing every session, like classic production, country as well. Or five classes actually, because we've got Moto E, don't we? Moto 2, Moto 3, MotoGP, Red Bull Rookies Cup as well. Like, fantastic package. I remember MXGP package not being that good a few years back as well. Like, camera angles were really weird as well. They had a lack of cameras. I kind of understand. One of the most popular sports, so maybe not too flush with cash, but all the camera angles were weird. Butcher wasn't the greatest either. But yeah, maybe I'll pick it up again for the season, which is starting. Well, it's like a month or two, isn't it? For MXGP still. Or a few weeks. As second head of Anderson. We're going to adapt to this KTM. Very nice. It's going to fit us like a glove, isn't it? As Dylan in last. Not very merry. Let's get all the prestige. So, push out some training. Actually be successful in training as well. Or do we? Actually, no. Let's just skip ahead. Let's skip training for once. Let's go. Let's just head to Atlanta, shall we? Yeah, I think we like this track. As only rider dipping under the minute mark ahead of Tomac Webb, Roxon, and Osborne. We've got AC, Barsha, Anderson, Davalos, and Hill as well, rounding out the top 10. As in last is Ronnie Stewart on his Esvana. Right, let's have a battle, shall we, into the main event. As welcome to the halfway mark of the season then, with this race. So alongside Bray, and we get underway. A great start down the inside of Austin, as everyone's just giving it to us. What the hell? That's the easiest hole shot we'll ever win. As ahead of teammate Webb. A bit weird still saying. As the Polite, Austin having a good start. Oh, we do go off on there. In qualifying or practice, I didn't actually. I jumped over that. That was a good idea to jump on it. And this is a corner which can catch us out, that left-hander. I tried a bit of rear braking in practice, I remember, watching Line of Duty. Also got distracted. Pushed too much rear brake and we just slid out. So we've got to be careful of that on this the dry top. As oh my god, we're getting ambushed here. And everyone coming after us there. As Webb leads ahead of Wilson. 3C battling us. There's Austin up there in third. Not for much longer, son. Got Bowers as well. I didn't expect the Inquisition to attack us there, as we almost land on Webb. That would have been a nice teammate welcome him. See how AC performs as well without us in the team. I'm sure he's going to perform much better now with AC. I was like antagonising him every race. Oh, who knows? We might continue as Webb down. Hope he's all right. We literally ran over his fat body there. I'm sure he's okay. As look at Wilson fly away, trying to clean air. Webb's still in the top 5 somehow. The 3 Sears. We got Elder Ober with Austin. Not very politey there. Right, Telly. I can't even make puns, can I? Here you go. So they have sped up then in the heats and the races, like as usual. This is basically what I did in qualifying. I just cased it point as Got Webb. Ahead of us by being flat on his face just a couple of laps ago. God, we can't find our qualifying time, can we? It's stuck in the minutes here. It doesn't seem like they sped up too much. It's like a couple of seconds at most, maybe. There's all Webb making a couple of mistakes, this Cooper. Nice to get an elbow in his face, maybe, I think. Get down the inside. As he's got Brayton in sixth. Make the dive. Too deep. On the slide back in front there. And on the and on the mound, because of how hard top this is, seems to actually work. Yeah, that's what I did in qualifying. I did that. If I landed on the tabletop, I just made that a jump. Get behind your Webb. Oh, Wilson's coming back towards us. So you dip into the 58s. That's more like it. Want to show a hand too soon, though. Getting into the 58s. I wonder, I think they're all in like 59s. Catch up to Wilson like this. I think they're in the 59s at best. Racing in top 5. Oh, no. Got up. Got to put all the anchors into the ground. Osborne in 6th. Barsha in 7th. Oh, where's Austin? He's like out of the top 9. But landed on the tabletop this time. That's better. Got off Brayton. Gonna have a battle on our hands. I said we'll get a fight to get into the main event. Have this race. Look at Webb. Laying down a marker maybe to us. As well as we head on to the final lap. Austin in 8th. Oh! Wasn't 8th. Still in 8th. Go ahead. Yeah, there he is. Hello. As Dylan making it for in 9th as well. Remember, he was last in our little official teams race. I mean, much better time here. Atlanta. Taking home of the Atlanta Falcons in the NFL. Team that famously lost a Super Bowl when they virtually had it won. Not going to do this with our place into the main event. Just a couple of corners to go. Always tempting to launch it over that little section. As you end up on the hell of Osborne. That will do. That will do. Yeah, they've only improved by like a second or two. As you can see, we matched them with a high 58. So as Wilson almost led the whole of the 6 laps there. Ahead of 3C, then Webb, Brayton, Barsha, Osborne, ourselves, Austin, and Dylan making it through. Bowers having to go to the last chance to qualify along with Davalos. Ray, Cunningham, Decotis. Oh, one of them's going to be missing out on the main event. Just head there. Oh, hello. We've unlocked it's a bronze item. It says it on the screen. Why was I trying to figure out the colour?
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta is well known for giving us incredible races. Tonight's track looks like another great one. Ricky, how do you see this race shaping up?
It has been several years that Supercross makes a stop off in Atlanta, and also this year, the track's design will guarantee an awesome show.
Get ready! Here come the RPMs and the roar of the engines. Ready for the gate drop. As you can hear from the cheers, there is no doubt about who is the crowd favorite. Will that be too much pressure or the motivation needed to get the win?
Here we go then. Main event time. As we get into the second half of the season. As the 10 minutes plus a couple laps of fun get underway here. But we definitely love this whole shot. As ahead of Roxon. Roxon in second. Our main rival forever. Our main. Oh, he's gone down. He's got down. AC in second, then Wilson, Osborne, Austin as well, still up there. Oh, hello, AC. As we sandwich him with Wilson. Almost too wide. Well, those soft blocks are a bit in, aren't they, on the outside? We've got to be careful of that. During this race, there's first lap down. Probably 11 to go. 11 or 12 to go. As Tomac with a horrible start. Same for Webb. Roxton down in 21st. Head of Blake Baggett. Not the first lap main rival would have wanted. As we get the scrubs out. Remember, we've got to get our scrubs in. Just got to try and stretch away here from Osborne and Wills, so we know how quick the Husqvarnas are here. You can see why I don't do the scrubs. Like, it's very static about it. That has not changed throughout all of the Supercross games. Like, it's always been quite stiff like that. Rider as Wilson into second ahead of Osborne. Just went too far. Brayton in fourth ahead of AC. He's dropping back slightly on his Kawasaki. The Kawasaki now. To get immediately into the 59. Took it Dylan in ninth. Good start on his Honda. Roxton up to 19th. Baggett and Tomac in last. Bloody hell. I wonder if that inside line's quicker. There's going to be jumping us on the inside for our opponents. That's it. So maybe got to think about that. Oh, that's a nice slide. As Osborne down to 5th. There's someone down. Look at Austin. All the way through the race, he's in the top 5. And it is a fantastic race of the year, maybe. Across the start finish. Anderson in 10th. Webb in 15th. Roxton in 20th. 21st. Tomac up the 22nd. Dean Wilson again looking down our inside as we do a mid 58. Doesn't matter though. We lose so much time in that first sector. Especially we're doing rubbish corners like that. I can't even get our scrubs out. Rubbish out corner was. Boy looking down the inside of Wilson. No touchy. As we blocked the line of Husqvarna. One way to get by. As AC in third, Osborne in fourth, Austin in 5th. Ride of the season so far from Austin. Even though it looks like we're in control, as you can see, it's very close in the top 5. Just a couple of seconds separating us all. We used a bit of rear brake there. As you can see, it does help get the bike through that corner, like slide in the rear, but high risk as well. As Gordon's still in the top 10. Cadwin in 12th. Webb in 17th. Roxton in last. Behind Hill. What are you doing, Honda? Oh, you're taking us out, Honda. That's what you're doing. Oh my god. In 21st and 22nd. 6 minutes remaining. Who would have had that for Roxton and Hill? Ahead of AC again. Come back here, Dino. Less than 2 seconds now separate the top. Top 5. Wilson, he's been at home on this track, hasn't he? Dominated the heat race. There's a headache in this main event as well. It's cracking the last sector. Jump to the inside, shall we? We do the Wilson way that he's done to us. You can see we're ahead. We're just taking the line away. Racing into the top 5 now. So there's a Honda that he's doing well. That's a good jump. Can I see if I can like leave my contract earlier? Because I've ridden the KTM. I want to try out the Suzuki and stuff. After this. Especially if we're going to win one and done on the KTM, like we just win the race. Yeah, God, that guy's getting his waving in. Yeah. Very gonna have a broken wrist after that. As Barsha rounds out the top 10. Chad Reed in 11th. Roxon up to 18th ahead of Hill. Cooper Webb in 21st and Benny Blas in 22nd. The legend rounding out the field ahead of our teammate as well. But wherever we go, we seem to cause trouble for our teammates. Look at AC flying in the top 5. Now we're not around there to like bash him out the way. Or Kawasaki. Be magnetic with him. For the Kawasaki has 4-second gap to him. Exactly. Dean Wilson looking down our inside. Not close enough as we approach the final third of the race. Trying to build a gap on Osborne and Brayton. So you have on AC. Make this a 2-horse race. Do another 58. Anderson and Bosch are still running out the top 10 ahead of Hill. Roxon in 18th ahead. Just a nil. Of Reed, should I say, not Hill. Reed in 11th. He's been in 11th the whole race is Chad Reed. Legend Chad Reed. Once I forgot to say his full name, didn't I? There's Wilson and Osborne. Hasfarn is chasing us down. Honda of Brayton. Kawasaki. Lacey as we lead with our KTM. That's something I've done much better as well. You saw how we like offline there. Like going left. Like Ford just let that happen. Quite a lot as well. When I started first playing this. Now we're adjusting with the sway. It was like as 1.4 second gap. Made the break. No, landed long there. I should just do mid 58. That's all we're doing. Not doing anything special here. As Barsha and Anderson still around at the top 10. Webb up to 19th. Roxon down to 21st ahead of Blas. Could this be the race which breaks the championship bracket for Ken Roxon? At the moment, he'd be over 60 points back of us after this. He'd probably be down to 3rd as well. I think Hill's far enough ahead, isn't he? Roxon was like 21st. Hill just needs to be like top 15 and he'd be ahead of Roxon. As Osborne up to 2nd ahead of Wilson. Found the boys. Final quarter of the race. A little battle. Brayton still in 4th. Waiting for one of them to slip up. With, AC in 5th. What is that guy doing? AC in 5th's actually gained on us. As they do a 59 there, who's slipped a bit. Anderson up to 9th. Chad Reed down to 13. We're seeing the big changes now. Roxon still in 21st head of Blas. Ken Roxon not liking that he's been stadium. Over the jumps. Good to ride. Got like 3 laps to go. As Osborne got a half-second gap on Wilson. Got a half-second gap on Brayton. He's got a couple-second gap on AC. I think we could just see over that berm. We could see that gang that Roxon stuck in at the back of the field. 3 seconds separating the top 5. Down to the penultimate lap of the race. We get back into the 58s as well. Austin in 9th. He's still in the top 10. No slipping down. Roxon up to 18th ahead of Webb and Blas. We've got Plessinger and Hill in us. Maybe Hill's not going to grab 2nd in the championship. Going to grab the wooden spoon. I forgot to do my scrubs, haven't I? To fit those in. There is the noise. An alternate lap time. Go over the jumps. Maybe try and do all the bikes, shouldn't I, at 450? But do the Yamaha, Honda, and Husqvarna as well. As Freese in 5th. Who's dropped down? Wilson's gone. Wilson's had an issue. Down to the final lap here. Atlanta. Oh. Officials say no. Officials say no. What? Get out of here, Osborne. As we've got Brayton in 3rd, AC in 4th, Freese in 5th. We're batting Asvalda in for the win. Into the second half of the final lap. Osborne got the inside line, going to cut back. Didn't see that coming, did he? Ordered to defend it. And he's good through this section compared to us. It's going to be close towards the line. And we do have our whoops. That guy is not breaking his wrist for favouring that lower fag. So that lower fag's legit then. I've seen quite a few riders fall within ourselves, but we make it 1 for 1 on the KTM. After 12 thrilling laps in Atlanta, we win just ahead of Osborne, and Brayton ran out the podium ahead of AC and Freese. We've got Dean Wilson down in 6th in the end. Must have had an incident on that final lap, with Barsha in 7th ahead of Anderson, Davalos and Austin with a well-deserved top 10. On the head of Dylan. Chad Reed, legend Chad Reed, just missed out on the top 10. As further down, look at the big names down there in the bottom like 6 or 7 of the field. Cooper Webb in 16th, Bowers, Eli Tomac in 18th, Pleasure in 19th, Ken Roxon in 20th, Benny Bloz, legend in 21st, and Justin Hill on his Honda in last. Our 3rd win of the season means we extend our lead to a massive 60 points over AC on the Kawasaki. As Roxon down to 3rd for the first time in a long time this season. As Osborne in 4th. Barsha rounds out the top 5 as Osborne the big winner as well, up 5 places. Justin Hill, the big loser, down at 6th place after finishing the last of that main event. We've got Anderson, Davalos, Cooper Webb down 4 places as well. Brayton rounds out the top 10 with another podium ahead of Freese now. Top 10. Tomac, he had a brief stay in the top 10. He's back down to 12th. We've got Baggett, Plessinger, Dean Wilson in 15th. Chad Reed up to 16th as well. Carl Cunningham round out the top 20. Rapia ran out the top 30. Bubba ran out the top 40. Yes, just 43 riders who win the points. So lots of prestige achieved on that KTM, but we'll explore something at the end of this episode as Master Ivy. Roxon didn't fall though. He just got stuck. He must have just got stuck in that midfield. As he got the whole shot, pole position, best time, and a big ass trophy.
You can tell these guys have been doing their work during the week. They came into this race fast, strong, and ready to battle.
There we go. Heading into the second half of the season. Massive lead over the rest of the field. Over 2 race victories ahead. The field with just 8 rounds remaining. As I don't think I've ever knocked anything new in the journal. It just keeps flashing up, doesn't it, with stuff. Oh, we're 1 away on races completed, so we'll have that completed next time. But yeah, we want to explore the contracts, maybe. Anything we can do. First place at the end of the contract. And in, you can check out my stats. The rival. Back to AC. Hello. 7 total victories, 2 defeats so far. And we defeated AC 1-0 so far in our rivalry. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can get ourselves out of the contract. I swear you could like buy yourself out or something. I'm guessing not. I must be thinking of MXGP, aren't I? Where you could use to change like willy-nilly on MXGP. I remember doing that for one of the seasons where I basically was on a different manufacturer at the end of the season for every race. But next time, we head to Daytona International Speedway, the sand of Daytona Beach, Florida. Very high speed, very wide open, very fast. To see and make it 2 from 2 on the KTM next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.